Hi Cancer, welcome to March. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And this month, Mercury moves into Pisces on the 3rd. We have a full moon in Virgo on the 7th. Saturn moves into Pisces on the 8th. Venus moves into Taurus on the 17th. Mercury moves into Aries on the 20th. And we have a new moon in Aries at 0 degrees on the 21st. And then Pluto moves into Aquarius on the 24th, and Mars moves into your sign on the 26th at the end of the month, finally. So we'll talk about the astrology later. Let's see what the cards say for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know about love and relationships for the month of March 2023? What is coming up for Cancer in March? What does Cancer need to know about love and relationships for March 2023? Okay, let's see what we get. Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Temperance, the Four of Swords, Justice, the King of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Ace of Cups. And the card at the bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. Okay, this looks good. So you're starting out the month wondering about, the Seven of Pentacles. That's a card of having done some work or planted some seeds and wondering if it's going to work out. So maybe you're starting a new relationship, or you're thinking about starting a new relationship. You could even be thinking, if you're in a relationship, where is this going? Do I need to stay? Do I need to leave? Because you have the Six of Swords here. And the Six of Swords is moving away from difficulty and sorrow, moving toward greater harmony. So I feel like for some of you, you may have ended something and you've been in recovery mode. We have the Temperance in the past. So the Temperance is a card of finding balance. Maybe you need to find work-life balance. Maybe you've been focusing too much on career or work matters and not enough on relationships. The Temperance could also mean two people that are basically compatible, but they're also very different. And so there needs to be some type of compromise where you have to meet someone halfway, or you have to kind of see things from another person's perspective. Find that middle ground between the two of you. And that might require compromise. It might require just accommodating another person, or seeing things from another person's perspective. Creating some type of win-win. So either case, it's like finding that balance. Learning how to blend both your energies together in a way where both people can be happy. Where you're not, one person isn't doing all the taking and the other person's doing all the giving. You have this Page of Pentacles here, so I'm feeling this new energy coming in. It could be with an earth sign, because the Pentacles are earth. That would be Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But even if not, I feel like you're open to the new. You're more open to trying something new, or to experiencing something new. You have the Four of Swords in the recent past. So that's the card of taking time out to heal. Maybe you've been spending a lot of time by yourself, just taking a rest, taking a break from relationships. Either taking a break from a specific relationship, or just taking a break in general because you're recovering from something. It could be an illness or even a breakup. But I feel you have Justice card coming up in the future with the King of Cups, which could be your energy. So with Justice in the forecast, Justice represents on a higher level, it represents karma. So you're going to be experiencing justice in a way, karmic justice. So if you've been through a difficult time, I feel that now it's time for payback. So if you've given a lot in the past or you've gone through certain difficulties, I feel like you're coming into a new cycle or a new energy that can be very successful and very happy for you. Because the justice represents justice being done. So if you're in a legal if you're in some type of legal battle, there will be a fair outcome. There'll be a favorable outcome that's fair to both parties. Also, if you're wondering, for those of you who are just thinking about approaching someone, maybe you're afraid of rejection, justice means a decision will go in your favor. So if you're thinking about approaching someone, you'll get a favorable response. Don't be afraid to reach out. And the King of Cups, I feel like this is your energy. The King of Cups energy is someone who's very compassionate, keeps their feelings, has very deep feelings, but doesn't always show their feelings. So maybe you need to show your feelings a little bit. It can also mean that you're connecting with another person that's very similar to you, that is also very has a healing influence on your life, that will bring love and healing to your through this relationship. I feel like there's some healing, that you've been going through a healing phase, but that phase is ending. The Four of Swords is in the recent past. So I feel like you've done the healing, you've taken time out to process whatever you went through in the past, and now you're ready for a new cycle to start. You're ready to move away from the past, and you might be contemplating your options with the Seven of Pentacles. Like, well, what's next? Where do I put my energy? Will this work out? You have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. These are the best two cards. Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups is, the best love card, one of the best love cards. Like, you can achieve this goal of connecting with someone in a way where you're creating this happy home and this happy, you have someone's support and love. But it's in your negative thinking sector, so you might be having some doubts. So if there's someone that you're thinking about, you might be doubting, like, well, I don't know, do they feel the same way? Maybe you're afraid to go out on a limb and take a risk and approach this person. The Ten of Pentacles is also a card. It's the wealth card, but it's also more than wealth. I feel like if you're connecting with someone new, this person is looking for security. They want a happy home. They want a secure home. They want someone that's going to be there for them. Not just financially, but to just feel safe. Like, okay, we're in this together. We can survive together. They want to build a secure and happy home. So both of these cards are talking about stability and security that you can find in love. In your wish fulfillment sector, you have the Chariot. The Chariot is a card of victory, but it's through this discipline and focus. So I feel like you might have been scattered or scattering your energy where you're not really focused on what you really want. So maybe you were just contemplating your options, like, well, maybe I should try this or maybe I should try that, but not really zeroing in on the one thing that's really important. So if you want to achieve your goal in a love relationship this month, you can have a new beginning. You can have the love that you're looking for, but you may have to drop some of the activities that have been taking you away from that. So maybe if you're too focused on work or you've got too many projects going on, you have to make time for love. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And as a final outcome, you have the Ace of Cups. That's a new beginning. That's new seed being planted. And that is the potential for a new cycle of love coming into your life. And as a time card, the Ace of Cups it doesn't necessarily mean it will happen in March, but you can start thinking about what you want and I feel like you're coming out of a dark time. And you're going to start to feel like getting out more, meeting people, trying to put yourself in a situation where love can grow, where there can be a spark. And this Ace of Cups, this new cycle, it can happen in, it's the months of June, July, and August are ruled by this Ace of Cups, but I feel like it could be June. So once the spring is over, this summer, I feel you have the potential to have a new, if you're not in a relationship, you could be starting a new relationship at that time. If you're in a relationship, you could have a new beginning within that relationship. But I feel like love is on, but it's at the very beginning stages. You're just opening up to the possibility of love. I don't know that you're ready for the relationship yet, but you're thinking about the possibilities. You're thinking about what is possible and what you would like. And with justice in the reading, I feel like this is like a karmic reward for something that you went through in the past that was difficult. So it's like the universe is rewarding you for your dedication, your love, your sacrifices in the past. And know that difficult times are ending. And don't doubt that you have the ability to attract and to maintain a loving relationship. You do. It's in your future. You just have to figure out who you want and what you want and just go for it. So let's see what the angels have to say. What message do you need to hear from the angels? Action. See, just what I said. Take action. Okay. These cards are getting mixed up. All right, let's see what this says. Drop all fear and just do it. You have the power to create and be whatever you truly want. Look inside your heart and take positive action in those things that bring you closer to achieving your desired goal. Nothing can stop you except your own fear. This card is positive confirmation from God and the angels that the time is right for you to start a new and exciting venture. So yeah, love is on. Don't be afraid. Just go for it. So let's see what the astrology has to say. So we're having a full moon on the 7th of March. And that's happening in your third house of communication. So the moon is in Virgo. And the sun is in the 9th house of long distance travel, higher education. It's also a communication house with Neptune. It's not exactly a conjunction, but they can influence each other. So I feel that, and also I have to say, Uranus is in favorable aspect to this moon, or the moon is trining Uranus, I should say, at 15 degrees Taurus. So with Virgo energy, this is about being discerning, choosing your words carefully, communication, knowing when to speak, what to say, what not to say. With Uranus, you're in the 11th house. There could be some unexpected development with a friendship, because the full moon always brings things to light. So there could be some communication, unexpected communication. Either you're communicating with this person, you may get a wild hair to call someone, or you may get a message from someone else. One way or another, a message is going to be, communication is going to be important in manifesting a goal this month. And there could be some unexpected shifts or developments through friendship, through the groups that you belong to, that can lead you to fulfilling a goal or a dream. Because the 11th house is our wishes, our hopes, what we really want to achieve. Mars is squaring this full moon from the 12th house. So when Mars is in the 12th house in Gemini, you may have felt Mars anything in the 12th house is hidden. So maybe you were afraid to take action. It represents your psychological blocks, your fears. Sometimes Mars in the 12th can represent repressed anger. Are you angry with someone and you're not wanting to reach out? Or it could just mean you have a lack of energy. Maybe you've been feeling tired and overworked. You just don't have the energy to assert yourself. Because Mars is, ambition, assertion, taking action. It's also cutting away. So with Mars in the 12th, you could be cutting away some psychological blocks or things from the past that no longer serve you, because the 12th house is a house of endings. severing ties, releasing things that are no longer working. You have Venus. You have a lot of lucky planets. You have Venus and Jupiter and Chiron in the 10th house of your career. So your career is going to be doing really well. As a matter of fact, with Venus in the 10th, you could even connect with someone through work. And Mars is sextile Venus. So the sextile is really a positive aspect, but you have to take action to benefit from it. It brings opportunity, but it's not guaranteed. So if you're interested in something, you need to take action. And I feel like you're going through some type of a healing in your life direction. Like maybe you're changing your beliefs on what you can achieve in life and what direction you want to take your life going forward. You might even find a dream job with Venus there. Mercury's in the 9th, so Mercury rules communication. This full moon is ruled by Mercury, because Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So this ruling planet in the 9th, and it's sextile the North Node in Taurus in the 11th. There could be a communication coming in, or maybe there's someone that you need to talk to that's at a distance. I feel like there's like that destiny and karma is at play here. Especially with justice in your reading. That's a karmic card, justice. It could be that your thinking is changing around your belief systems. Saturn is in the 8th house at 29 degrees. So you've been focused on money and paying off debts and inheritance and dealing with taxes. But that's going to be ending. And then Saturn is going to move into the 9th house. So you may decide to go to travel, to pick up new skills. Maybe you're connecting with someone that's from a different culture than you, and you're going to learn new things. They're going to expand your world in some way. You might be committing to some type of educational project because, the Page of Pentacles is also the student card. So maybe there's something you want to learn, and you're going to spend a lot of energy and work learning new skills. And it's only going to prepare you because Saturn's moving into Pisces at the end of, right after this moon, right around this full moon. And when Saturn moves into Pisces, it's going to be in your 10th house. And that's the house of career. So you've been learning a lot. So this is actually, Saturn's been in Aquarius for the past 2.5 years. So you've learned a lot over this past time. And maybe your beliefs have changed. Oh, no, what am I saying? Saturn was in the 8th. And it's moving into the 9th when it moves into Pisces. I'm sorry. So when Saturn moves into Pisces, like I said, you're going to be learning a lot. And you might want to upgrade your skills in some way. And if you're older, you might want to teach what you know, because Saturn is also about wisdom, sharing your wisdom with the world. Pluto has been in your 7th house since 2008. So your relationships have changed big time over the past 12, 15 years. It's almost like you've become reborn. It's like you have gone through the gauntlet, where something, a part of you may have died, and now you're rising from the ashes. Your relationships are really transforming. Pluto is moving into Aquarius, where it's going to hit the 8th house. That's your house where it's going to help you to confront the shadow. What is it that's keeping you from intimacy, from really bonding at the soul level with someone? You've had Saturn there. Now you're going to have Pluto there. Pluto is more intense than Saturn. So it can bring a powerful new relationship your way that is very intense. Almost like you could be obsessed with this person. It can also bring financial benefit because Pluto relates to people in power. So if you're looking for any kind of financial support, Pluto can help you get it in terms of like bank loans or grants or using other people's money to fulfill a goal or a dream. So at some point, though, Mars is going to move into Cancer at the end of the month. So if you've been feeling tired and feeling like frustrated or like you're just treading water, you haven't really been had the energy to go forward. When Mars moves into your sign and into your first house, you're going to feel more energetic. You're going to feel like taking action. So this is just a temporary thing. You've been kind of like recharging while Mars has been in Gemini. And Mars has been in Gemini for a long time, since August of last year. So we're going to have this new moon on March 21st. It's going to be in your 10th house. The new moon in Aries at 0 degrees. It's a perfect time to start something new, whether it's a new career path or a new relationship. It's going to be, you're going to have opportunities. Jupiter is going to be there. Mercury is going to be there. The new moon is conjunct Mercury, and Jupiter is conjunct Chiron, and it's all happening in your 10th house. So whatever new opportunity comes up, there's also going to be an opportunity for healing to take place. So if you start a new relationship, it can bring healing. If you start a new job, it can bring healing to you. And this moon is sextile Pluto in your 7th house. So it could be a very positive new relationship starting. If you start a new relationship, and this could be business or personal, it will be very powerful. It will transform your life in a big way. And I feel like there could be it's like a karmic connection, like almost like you're destined to be together or something. Or this connection is going to change your destiny in some way. What else? Venus is going to be moving into Taurus in your 11th house, and at some point it will conjunct Uranus. But right now, just having Venus in your 11th, you could find love through one of your friends or through the groups that you belong to. If you're not in a relationship, a friendship could turn to love. So you need to get out and socialize, get out and network. And with Uranus and Venus coming together, it could be something that's very sudden, where feelings develop suddenly. Something really, and it could bring excitement to your life. Venus is also trining Saturn. When Saturn moves into Pisces on the 8th, Saturn's going to be in your 9th house, and Venus will be trining from the 11th house. You have the potential, if you start a new relationship, anything that you're starting, whether it's love or a creative project or a new job, it's going to last a long time. It has the potential to be very stable and long-term, where you might want to make a commitment. If you are connecting with someone, it could feel like a dream, like you're manifesting a dream. You're making a dream real. You might even wind up traveling together or learning new things together or just exploring different belief systems together, because the person you're attracting is going to be very different from anyone else that you've ever been with, and they're going to open your mind to a lot of different experiences. So I think it's positive. Mars, when it is going to be trining, when it moves into Cancer, is going to be trining Saturn. So you're going to really, you're going to feel more active as soon as Mars moves into Cancer. So by the end, the beginning of the month, you may still feel like you've got that old energy, that sluggishness. But it's the time of making decisions with Mercury, with the full moon in Virgo. It's time to be discriminating about who you want in your life, because the 3rd house has to do with your local environment, your friends, your family, and where am I putting my energy, and where do I need to discriminate? Am I spending my energy on non-essential things, and what do I need to cut out so that I can have time and energy for things that are important? And when, like I said, when Mars moves into Cancer, that's when you're going to hit the ground running. You're going to have that energy. You're going to feel that courage. It's going to give you courage to go after what you want. So I feel that love is on. It's going to start at the end. I feel like it'll be more like the end of March when you get that courage to take action. But whatever you're working on, it's going to lead to a new beginning in love. That's going to bring you joy, happiness, financial security. So I feel like it could be a career too. If it's not a love relationship, it could also be a career opportunity where you're doing work that you love, and it's almost like you find this dream job that you're really excited about because you really love the work. So It's on. Don't be afraid to take action. I guess that's my advice this month. Don't be afraid to release the past and come out of your cocoon you've been living in. If you've been kind of like the hermit, okay, you've recharged enough, you've healed enough. Now it's time to get out into society again and take action toward your goals and your dreams, and you can achieve them. You will achieve them. Don't be afraid of rejection, because you're not going to get rejected. You'll be surprised. You have the potential to make a really beautiful to start a new cycle. So that's my forecast, Cancer. If you enjoyed this forecast or this reading, if it resonated with you, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know if this resonated with anything that's going on in your life. This is a general reading, so it may not apply to everyone. If you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box, and it will take you to my website, and we can get you on the schedule. In the meantime, have a wonderful March. We're on the edge of new energy. Everything is shifting this month. A lot of mutable energy going on. So change is in the air, but it's preparing us for new beginnings and a new way of life. So don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid of new beginnings. And don't be afraid to take action. Have a wonderful March, and I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.